Ever since the news broke out that Lana Del Rey marries an alligator tour guide, I've seen a bunch of normies comment the Manosphere is wrong, hypergamy isn't real, or the wall doesn't exist, when all this photo does actually proves what we talk about actually does exist. And we'll start with the first point, that the Manosphere is wrong, and most of these comments refer to them getting married, not having the typical things that everybody says they're looking for, like him being rich or her being young. But the Manosphere never said people like this could never get married, because these two people are two old people that fumbled the time that they had, and now she has to settle for someone poor, and he has to settle for someone old. So it's not that the Manosphere is wrong, it's just now these two people have to settle, because nobody wants them now. The second point on hypergamy isn't real, because she married a loser nobody, also doesn't work because they're forgetting the fact that she's 40, and just because hypergamy doesn't have any limits doesn't mean she does. And if you look at her dating history, it goes from TV star to film director to rapper. And I don't know if it's just me, but that looks pretty hypergamous to me. But now that she's waited too long and can't offer the guys that she wants what they want, like youth and kids, she now has to settle for a guy she wouldn't give a second look to 10 years ago. So it's not that hypergamy isn't real, it's just this is the best that she can do, because no one wants what she's selling. And the very last sentiment, the wall doesn't exist, when if anything, this proves it does. Why do you think she's marrying a loser nobody with no money? It's because she has to. Now that she's 40, these type of guys are the best she's gonna get. Why do you think she was dating movie and directors in her 20s, but now in her 40s, she now has to date alligator tour guides? That's what the wall is. It's not always due to physical traits, but in this case, it does have a part. It means you don't hold the power or the command you once did in your 20s, and you can't pull the guys you once did. And even though there's no hard age, typically it occurs in your late 20s all the way up to your mid 30s. So just because you found some loser to marry you in your 40s doesn't mean you hit the wall. You actually marrying this type of guy proves that it does. If it didn't, why aren't you marrying another guy that had one of the same job titles that one of your exes had? And the answer is real easy, because you hit the wall, and those guys don't want you, and that's why you had to marry this nobody. And judging by how fast it went, it seems like you were rushing him, because you fumbled with those guys, so you want to lock this guy down as soon as possible, and this will most likely turn into another rush relationship, and they'll both be broken up in a year or two, thus just proving all our points once again.